everybody. Just wanted to stop in today to discuss a new flavor to me that I got today on a Sunday. It's the new Azure cigar that I was posting pictures of. Want to wait for a couple of people to get in here today. Other people in here as well. Introduce everything, and we will see what is going on. Hi, Caleb. How are you? Invite anybody here. Brack Daddy. Tuned into this discussion. I'm going to invite Travis. See if I can get Travis in here. See if I can get a couple other. How is everybody's Sunday morning going this morning? I've been extremely lazy. Not a whole lot of already here. So Brack Daddy. I'm going to invite Nino because I'm using a Helix. Annoy him a little bit. Annoy everybody on a Sunday morning. Let's see. Let's wait. How is everybody's Sunday morning going this morning? Piot, you're welcome. I'm going to bug the shit out of you on a Sunday. So I'm going to invite Nino because I'm using. We will see what is going on here this morning. Let's see. Let's wake cars up from the Philippines. Piot, you're welcome. I'm going to bug the shit out of you on a Sunday. And we will see what is going on here this morning. I'm just getting up and around. This is my first, second smoke of the morning, so, you know. So, but smoking Azure cigar for anybody that is interested in learning about it or asking about it. I'm kind of doing some first impressions. I'm just getting up and around. This literally just packed the bowl. Second smoke of the morning. Didn't reach out to anybody. Just packed it how. But I thought it was smoking Azure cigar for anybody that is interested in learning about it or asking about it. I'm kind of doing some first impressions today. So for those of you asking, I had two calls. Didn't reach out to anybody. Going to put the third one on the Phoenix. Just packed it how. Just packed about. I don't know, 5 minutes ago. Put the clothes on. Already starting to get some. Clouds out of it. For those of you asking, I had two coals. Everybody's going to put the third one on the Phoenix. And I want to say that just packed about a type of arrow 5 minutes ago. Put the coals on. Already really enjoying this aromatic. Out of it. Why I want to say it's an aromatic. Everybody's saying it's a non-aromatic. Because no matter what, things are going to say that it is an aromatic. Derek, what's up, my dude? Looks like we got Caleb and Andrew. I'm really enjoying this. I'm using the DSH trying to get some amazing aromatic. See how this tobacco. Why I want to say it's an aromatic is because I'm trying to keep up with everybody's comments. But what I wanted to say this morning was up, my dude. Looks like I used to smoke cigars for a long time, and I enjoyed going into. Yes, I'm using the DSH trying to get some amazing clouds. With older generation, learning a lot from them. Learning a lot about. So I'm trying to keep up with everybody's comments, but what I wanted to say this morning is that why those regions are important, and I enjoy going. For some reason, I'm whiting out, so I'm gonna try and relaxing with an older generation, learning a lot from them. My webcam's been doing some funny things. Learning a lot about tobaccos, learning a lot about different regions, and why those regions are important. For some reason, I'm whiting out, so I'm going to try and fix that real quick. My webcam's been doing some funny things these last couple of days. Got James Henley texting me. Let me annoy him as well and get him in here. But what I wanted to say is that, you know, I miss the days of going into a cigar lounge, talking with a lot of the older guys. You know, James Henley texting are... much like the hookah industry, let me annoy him as well, get him himself with camaraderie. But what I wanted to say is that, you know, I miss the days of so just wanted to kind of talking with. This is something I'm super excited about. So you know, cigars are much like the hookah industry. It surrounds itself with camaraderie and good people. So just wanted to kind of Jewel. This is something I'm super excited about. So you know about cigars like I do. She even worked at a lounge, which is really, really cool. I gave up on hookah in about 2013. Jewel, thank you for joining for 3 or 4 years. Really enjoyed about cigars. I was like, I wonder if I'll enjoy. She worked at that again, so I really cool. Went and got another tri-metal and did the thing, and I gave up on hookah in about 2013 into the scene of things. Cigars for 3 or 4 years. Really enjoyed that. I was like, it was just much simpler. Again. I think that's what I missed about it. It was very much did the thing and came back about 3.5 years-ish ago into the scene of things. So I know that the cigar heads out there, it was just much simpler, Jewel. I think that's what I like about it. This was very much simpler, and it's definitely Dominican tobacco. So I know that cigar heads out there sure taste like it. What I compared this to in the cigar world, and but it reminds me of. It's definitely Dominican tobacco. They have an aromatic cigar, or it sure tastes like it. But it reminds me. I almost want to compare it to the Drew Estates line from Drew Estates. They have an aromatic cigar. It's a Deadwood Tobacco Company special, and it's called Crazy Alice. They also have another one called Fat Bottom Betty. I almost want to compare it to the line from Drew Estates. Comes out, and it's a Deadwood Clouds out of Tobacco Company special. And performing really well. Crazy Alice. They also have another one called Fat Bottom Betty. I'm getting some good clouds out of it. Yeah, less stuff to buy and care for. Performing really well for the first 15 minutes or so. I agree with you, Jewel. This is, so far, I'm liking the flavor profile I'm getting. I'm getting like almost a honey-ish sweet tobacco. Yeah, less stuff to buy and care for. It's more expensive in the long run. I agree with you, Jewel. This is, so far, I'm liking the flavor profile I'm getting. The exhale, I'm getting like almost a honey-ish sweet tobacco note. It's fucking amazing, guys. I mean, I don't want to overhype it, but you're getting that sweet pipe tobacco, humidor, the exhale on inhale on the draw. So fucking crisp and clean. It's fucking amazing, guys. I mean, I don't want to overhype it, but and then you're getting that fade away as you pipe tobacco, humidor. You're picking up some of the honey notes as you would like inhale honey or draw the wrapper. No, not CAO line. It's more of their acid line, Joel. More like acid, starts like fade away as you exhale. And you're maybe picking up some of the honey notes, but not like on a effervescent or sweet wrapper. No, not CAO line. It's more like a nasty or a acid line, Joel. More like a acid, like. Let me look up the name of that cigar. Maybe a Cuba, but not as effervescent, as not as front on the palate. More like a nasty or a. I'm gonna look up this line of cigars. I know the label on it, but I don't. Let me look up the name of that. It's been a while. I'm going to look up this line of cigars. I know the label on it, but I don't remember the name. It's been a while. No, it's leaning towards the darker line. I want to say like a Cuba Maduro, Cuba Maduro. I'm trying to think because there's a lot of cigars that left production line, and I'm trying to. No, it's leaning towards the darker line. I want to say like a. So there was the acid subculture, and then there was the Cuba Maduro. It tastes like more like an acid because there's a lot of cigars that left production line, pulled out of production. And I'm trying to think of the right one that was pulled out of production. So there was the acid slight culture to it, and then there was the Cuba. It has a lot of the. It tastes like more like an acid 1, something you would expect from pulled out of like a honey tip cigar, or an acid 5 rather. That was pulled out kind of between a Long Island Gem with just a slight sweetness to it. What do they call it? It has a lot of the. Something you would expect. I always want to keep going back to the acid cigar crush. Those are the cigarillos, kind of between a Long Island extraordinary Larry. There we go. Or it's a purple line. What do they call it? Really. Hey Matt, what's going on? You tried. I always want to keep going back before I got my hand crush. I was trying my hardest to get my hands on it. First, but extraordinary Larry, you and your it was a AM Hookah podcast ways were able to get your hands on it before me. And I know Matt, sometimes you. Hey Matt, what's going on? You tried. Go ahead and pop your thoughts down before I got my hands on it. I was trying my hardest to me like hands on extraordinary Larry from you and your AM Hookah podcast ways were able to between that and me. And I know Matt, sometimes you enjoy. The wave was good too, so. Go ahead and if you like aromatic pipe tobacco-esque cigars, it tastes to me like tobacco, extraordinary Larry from True Estates. Long cut between that and the waif was good too. If you like aromatic pipe tobacco-esque cigars, which isn't pipe tobacco because pipe tobacco cigars are short filler, long cut. So, I was really excited about this. I've been really excited to get my hands on some WTO. I've tried in the past their waffle flavor, which was really fantastic. The waif is nothing like this. It's more of a. I was really excited about this. I've been really excited to get my hands on some WTO. I've tried in the past their waffle whereas flavor. WTO and this Azure cigar is a true-esque. Yeah, the waif is no cigar flavor. It's more of a. I'm gonna try and keep my perfume-esque going in and out real quick. That's the blue line. It's more of a settings from Dr. New. I decided to ignore the other day. Whereas WTO, this Azure cigar is a. There we go. True-esque cigar flavor. I'm going to try and keep my cam from going in and out real quick. Some settings from Dr. New I decided to ignore the other day. I'm getting some of the chocolate notes, but I'm attributing those chocolate notes from the tobacco. I'm trying to catch the extra stuff that is just kind of almost like an afterthought. You're getting a rich tobacco taste. That's what I think is important from this. I'm getting some of the chocolate notes, but I'm attributing those. This translates really well from the cigar line into. I'm trying to catch the extra stuff that is unlike the almost like a KFC line. Which you're getting a rich tobacco fire cure. And that's what I think they are tobacco leaves that have been hung up in a barn. This translates really well from the cigar line hardwood underneath them. So you're going to get that barbecue, unlike the and that KFC line over which KFC stands for Kentucky Fire Cure. It is. I do know that they source their tobacco from the KFC hung up in a barn and then fired hardwood underneath them. So you're going to get that barbecue smoky taste. And that barbecue smoky taste, but this does translate. It translates really well. I do know that they source their tobacco. It's not quite a Cameroon wrapper from a similar Duro wrapper line. It's more like a Ligero tobacco crop for the cigars, and it just didn't medium bodied. Not but this does translate super high dark Maduro leaf that's just in your face. It's not quite a Cameroon wrapper. It translates. It's what I would like consider a medium body, a medium body, not more of a cigar, but super high dark Maduro leaf that's just in your face, sweetened notes because somebody's gonna be like, oh well, it's a candy sweet. What I would consider a medium body, overly honey. Or more of what I'm gathering from it is I want to be really very careful. Medium-bodied cigar, sweetened notes because somebody's gonna be like, oh well, is it candy sweet? Is it too sweet? Like when you would walk into a humidor, overly large walk-in humidor, you would more of what I'm gathering from it is it's Spanish cedar, medium-bodied cigar that has a slight tobacco and all the different boxes and labels and like when you would walk into a humidor feel, but with that large walk-in humidor, you sweet smell aroma, sweet Spanish cedar, the earth tones from the tobacco and all the different boxes and labels and really oaky and earthy feel, but with that tinge of sometimes we get tired of smoking sweet mints and sweet flowers, sweet and I love fruits. This translation. There's a lot of sweetness. Sometimes we get tired of smoking when it comes to tobacco flavors and pull through. The smoke on it, like Matt Desmond, flowers, is saying is it's a heavy smoke. There's a lot of sweetness. No, it's not a heavy nicotine because I've been when it comes to tobacco flavors and pull through. 17, 18 minutes on this live and approximately 5. The smoke on it, like Matt Desmond is saying, is it's a heavy smoke. And it's a no, it's not a heavy nicotine. It's a mouthful. I've been on this as hard as I can, talking mouthings. 17, 18 minutes on this live. And you're drinking a dark Cabernet 5 to 10 minutes before. It fills your mouth. It's a thick, the body on it. It's a mouthful. It completely engulfs when you're talking your mouthings on wine. And when you're drinking a dark Cabernet, it fills your mouth. Papa Travi actually joined the body live. It's just so honored. It completely engulfs your palate. Travis, you smoked it yesterday. Your thoughts on the translation from cigar tobacco to Papa Travi actually joined one of my lives. Shisha or hookah tobacco. Travis, you smoked it yesterday. Your thoughts on the translation from cigar tobacco to sitting here drinking a shisha or hookah tobacco. We got 35 miles per hour wind outside today. It's blowing all the leaves off the tree. It's starting to become fall outside. Beautiful surroundings. Travis, what do you think on the translation from cigar tobacco to a hookah tobacco? We got 35 miles per hour wind outside today. It's blowing all the leaves off the tree. It's starting to become fall outside. Beautiful surroundings. Travis, what do you think on the translation from cigar tobacco to a hookah tobacco? Yeah, dark cocoa, pure cocoa powder with not a whole lot of extra sweetness added. You're right. I'm about 25 minutes into this bowl. So I'm starting to notice a little bit of dryness on the tip of my tongue that you would almost dark get cocoa when you're drinking a Cabernet with not a whole lot of extra sweetness added. You're right. I'm about 25 minutes into this bowl. So I'm starting to Caleb, yes, I'm also picking up that you would almost get vanilla when you're drinking a Cabernet. So the creaminess does come through really well. Almost like a sweet cream that you would use for coffee, to where it's like mostly milk and maybe 20%. Caleb, yes, I'm also like picking up with a slight Cuban coffee in-house, so the cafe con leche come through really well. Almost like although there's not a whole lot of that you would use for coffee notes, where it's like mostly milk and maybe 20% to that. Like you would drink with a Cuban coffee, Java line from Drew Cafe con leche. I gotta remember. Although there's not a whole lot of coffee notes, they had a cappuccino. I would macchiato, the creaminess to that. Nub also made one. I would Java line sweetness to maybe the macchiato line. I gotta remember which one. The Nub. They had a cappuccino, cafe macchiato. Nub also made one. I would attribute the sweetness to maybe the macchiato line of Caleb. I don't know. I don't stock coffee flavors in the house. I'm not a huge coffee flavored cafe line tobacco fan. But I do have some romaine tobacco that is Turkish coffee. And I think that it would translate really, really well with that. Caleb, I don't know. I don't stock coffee flavors. Yeah, the Nub Cameroon cafe line flavored. It's less in your face. It's not as but I do have some of the darker blend tobacco that is Turkish coffee. The Java, and I think that it would translate really, really well with that. Mint one, which was my god, that was so. Yeah, good. The Nub Cameroon cafe line. It's less in your face. It's not as full-bodied as some of the. Travis said he really enjoyed it out of the restricted noir. The Java line cigars. It's actually saying something. A mint one. Which was my god! Travis says he likes a tobacco flavored shisha, because you know how against noir he is. Travis said he really enjoyed it out of the restricted noir. Gotta smoke more of it, boy! Beautifully. It's actually saying something when Travis says he likes a tobacco flavored shisha. Because you know how against noir he is. I could almost see myself smoking this on a regular basis. Gotta smoke more mint, boy. Yes, Turkish coffee. Turkish coffee is the shit, Travis. I could almost see myself smoking this on a regular basis. I'm gonna mix about 20% Turkish coffee, dirty mint in the next bowl. Turkish coffee, see if I can get it to translate. Because you know how dirty strong dirty is. Dirty mint is probably one of the strongest mints on the market. It's really in your face when it comes to mint. I'm gonna mix about 20%, or even the new meticulous mint 2.0. See if I can get it to translate. The black Cavendish, you know, dirty strong flavor that comes through on dirty mint is probably mint. One of the strongest mints on the market. It's really in your face when it comes to mints. Damn you for even the new meticulous mint 2.0. This is what happens because of the black Cavendish as a flavor that comes through on the meticulous mint. Show Travis. I don't give a shit, Travis. You know me. Let's see if I can get my emoji game going. Damn you for your insolence. See, look, this is what happens when Travis gets on one of my lives. I'm gonna. Anybody else here has tried it today? I know I'm on a Sunday, which is going to Travis some love right now, but let's see if I can get my emoji game going. Anybody else here has tried it today? I know I'm on a Sunday, which isn't going to get very many views, but the rewatches might be worth it. So I'm on live for 25 minutes so far. I'm not really noticing too much of a flavor change. I love how consistent it's been since the beginning. The slight tip of my tongue is starting to get a little bit dry. So I'm on live for 25 minutes so far. I'm not really noticing too much of a flavor. Love you too, Jewel. Take care of yourself. Go make some food. It's been since enjoy the weekend with the fam. Nathan, hi. The slight tip of my tongue is starting to get a little bit dry. Take care, y'all. It's interesting. Love you too, Jewel. Take care of yourself. Go make some food. Enjoy the weekend with the fam. Nathan, hi. I know you don't enjoy my lives, but take care, y'all. You know, I'm really enjoying this as a break from the other things. I mean, I know that Starbucks Vintage has a sweet cigar. It doesn't translate as well. You know, I'm really the Azure cigar seems to translate better from cigar tobacco and the other things. I mean, I know that Hookah tobacco Starbucks Vintage has a sweet cigar. I'm really enjoying it. I think it would be worth. It doesn't translate as well. Worth the $11-12 that you spend. The Azure cigar seems to translate better from cigar tobacco. If you want to sit down and really enjoy your session, tobacco, you don't want to pack this in a bowl. I'm really enjoying it. I think it would be worth, and then head out the door, or you're doing other things. Worth this is really $12 that you cigar tobacco flavor that you'll do if you want to sit down and really enjoy your session. You don't want to pack this in a bowl, glass of smoke it really quickly. So those are my initial thoughts on it. Or you're doing other things. You guys know when this is really what kind of session I get out of it as a flavor. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care now. You're drinking a glass of scotch or whatever. So those are my initial thoughts on it. I will let you guys know when I what kind of session I get out of it, and I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care now.